Okay, here we are, back at it again with, perhaps I should turn down the game volume a little bit. Let me just, turn down the game volume slightly. Sound options. Okay. Actually, I'll leave that up. Okay, so welcome back to another episode of this AI tournament. Here we have the King Philip himself. Apparently he is now raiding the rat, attempting to turn down his economy, which is a pretty wise strategy. However, the snake, sorry, did I call him the rat? The snake has other plans. Seems like King Philip is really going to have to work hard in order to ensure that the snake does not become too powerful, because the snake is already sending forward some siege engines. And siege engines are things that I certainly would not want to encounter. Of course, I'm a bit more elite than the AIs, and I would be able to easily take down a lot of these siege engines, but the AIs might have a little bit more trouble than that. So, but of course, he's not going for the high targets. No, he's going for the low-hanging fruit. Let me move my mouse so it's not in the way. Okay. Is that my XSplit flashing at the bottom of the screen? Yes, it does look like it. I hope it's not getting in the way. Yeah, it's not. It's not getting in the way, so it should be fine. I'm recording with XSplit, and that is a major fight, showing how powerful the knights are, and also how powerful a large number of soldiers can be in taking down knights. Just throw a lot of guys at them and they just fall down, but that's not usually my strategy. My strategy is to use some either other knights or heavy infantry or fire ballistas. Those work very well against knights. However, I would be concerned if I were King Philip, as it seems that the snake's attack is powerful enough to penetrate the wall, which is not ideal for the snake, not ideal at all. Anyways. And I certainly find that problematic. Okay. If anyone knows how to stop that annoying flashing, then feel free to help. I would gladly take any advice. Okay, let's take a look. There is some trade going on. They've got plenty of weapons, good food, not much money. In fact, let's take a look. Yes, it does look like the snake has an economic advantage, which in the long run means that he's significantly more powerful. Of course, King Philip does spam a lot of knights, so knights. I remember the original Stronghold Crusader, they wouldn't build knights. By the way, I am now using Lord Valroy's GMB mod for Stronghold Crusader, and we're going to see some fancier castles and stuff like that. So I hope you are eager for that. But since this game was started with standard, I don't think we're going to see anything special here. But it wouldn't have changed the last battle, and I don't think it would have significantly changed the way this battle went out, just the slight changes in castle design. But it is going to perhaps influence future battles. Okay. I love this game. This is the first RTS I've played, which in fact tells you a lot about my expectations from RTSs, because when I started playing other RTSs, oh, there's some guys from earlier. When I started playing other RTSs, I came in with the problem that, not the problem, but I was surprised at how few resources there were in a lot of other RTSs, as in the variety of resources you can use, because Stronghold Crusader has how many resources that you can use, how many different types of goods that you can buy and sell and stuff. It just has a much more fleshed out economic system than even some RTSs that appear today. I've also played the original Stronghold, but I got it much later than this Stronghold Crusader. So it looks like, yes, multiple soldiers have reached the walls this time, which means King Philip is slowly but surely going to rue this day. You are slowly but surely going to rue this day. Oh, if only the abbot were here. I haven't played Stronghold Crusader 2 yet. I hope it's as good, if not superior, to the original. But I suppose I'll find out eventually. There we go. Some nice soldiers, all in the line. Things might seem slightly slow. That's because I have, in fact, I'm in the process of uploading other videos to YouTube as I am recording this. I'm playing Stronghold Crusader because it's not as intensive a game as some other games, and also because it does not require internet access, which is good. Because my uploading clogs up my entire bandwidth of internet. Means that I can't send any extra information, which means I can't receive any extra information, which means my internet is basically down when I'm uploading anything. So, but that's fine. That's alright. But is this really an RTS? It is called a castle sim, so it's perhaps a bit more than an RTS. It's not a 4X game because, well, because it's missing a few X's. I mean, there's not really anything that you can explore because you can see the entire map at the start of the game. I mean, you can expand, but it's not like you can build new castles in other places. And yeah, so it's not a 4X game, that's for sure. We are producing a plenteous... No, King Philip is producing a plenteous amount of things, as I can hear by the sound of all the different things that are being produced. Because I've played this game so long that I remember all the sounds that the various things make when they are being produced. But I'm sure I'll hear similar sounds over here as well. There, that's some wood going in. Okay. That was a pointless attack because he got wrecked. And now his attacking army also got wrecked because King Philip really I mean, he's very annoying at the start of the game. In the early game, he just pulls out knights, and you're thinking, wow, this guy's really tough. And he's got a nice, thick castle in the front, and you're thinking, oh, this guy might be something. But, next thing you know, he's pulling out these guys. These guys. And you're thinking, wow, what a scrub. I mean, even rats would be more successful. And in fact, I have played King Philip against the rat, and King Philip has lost against the rat, which is pretty embarrassing if you consider the words. You know, now I'm wondering, if he puts up a ladder, why doesn't he use it? I mean, he's got the right kinds of troops for it. I suppose it's just an oversight in the AI. And it could also be because he already dug a moat, now that I think about it. He dug the moat. Yeah, I think I know how this is going to end. I think it's going to be a solid victory for the snake. It might be dragged out a bit, because King Philip still has a bunch of foot soldiers as well as some more knights. Oh, but he's going out himself. And here we go. That is going to end the attack for now. Or at least reduce it. I mean, there's still some guys out there. But he's going to have trouble cutting wood since he is being harassed at the moment. Also, he ran out of wood in his local area, which is pretty problematic because I think wood is a pretty big part of his economy. He might be able to buy some. We'll see how his market goes. See, he's buying iron. But is he going to buy wood? No, he's in fact had someone deliver wood right now, so I suppose they're far enough away to be safe from any attacks, and also the attack has ended. And now he is raiding. But Snake has too many archers. On the other hand, taking down his quarry is a good idea. Let's see the big picture. Yes. Quarry is taken out, but rebuilt the moment afterwards. So, not a big deal, but I think Philip is pushing slightly harder now, just to try, I suppose, to keep the snake off balance. But I think the snake's economy also heavily relies on wood. And an interesting thing about this map is, since it does not have the olive trees, it is much easier for it to run out of wood, because they can't grow any trees on the desert and make a big desert forest. But some of his wood just got taken out there. Some of the King Philip's wood, that is. Which is going to be a problem for King Philip. However, it looks as if his defenses have been rebuilt for the moment. Let's take a look at these guys. However, no attack coming yet, but I can tell that there's a lot of units out there. In fact, let's check exactly how many. It's got 200 guys. 200 guys. And 200 guys is going to be... It's just checking on something here. Just checking a theory. Okay. 200 guys is going to be plenty. Now that Philip has in fact sent away many of his precious knights. They are indeed quite precious. And now he's going to be in for another wrecking. And he is sending an attack at this time, I believe. I believe that's an attack. Yeah, because I think this is his defensive force and that's his attack force. Which means now his attack force is going to get defeated. Which means wrong place, wrong time for everything on King Philip's side today. He is not having a good time. Not at all. But many of the ladders have been taken down. However, now the defensive siege engines are under attack. Well, they're not really siege engines, they're defenses, are they? They are... Now that I think about it, I can't really think about what to call them. However, both his gates are closed, which means he is not getting any resources of any kind, which means his economy will be suffering. Unless he has a method of merchanting, which I have seen. I think the abbot once get locked in and then merchant his way to tens of thousands of monies. Getting very rich. Very wealthy. However, the snake's failure to take down this other engine is going to be a pain. But the fact that the snake's attack is not going to get in right away, but in... Oh. He looks like he's forced his gate open, or at least his enemies are far enough away for the gate to be open. His happiness is intact, he still has plenty of food, and his money is not at painfully low levels. However, actually his money is running low a little bit, but he's got plenty of food and his happiness is intact, which means he is going to last a while. But I think now that I've seen these last two attacks, I can certainly tell that in the long run, the snake is going to win this. And if you disagree, well, please state your reasoning. But I think we can call it here. I think the snake has the advantage, the total advantage. So, we'll end it here, and I'll see you all next time.